Alright, we are back in the Stanley Parable. What is that? Mind control facility? Alright, let's see if we can, we've gone down this elevator back here that is completely pitch black now, and we ended up in the secret tunnels of, where Stanley works.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, you really think I'm going to listen to you, narrator? Especially when there's something that says escape right there. I'm going to escape. Screw you, narrator.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
No, I don't believe you. You wouldn't do that to me.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I don't think you will, because you want the story to go right. And you're not going to kill me. I don't believe you.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
That is a little creepy right here, though. Whoa.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
What?
it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
What is that up
Stanley
there?
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
No, I don't.
Farewell, Stanley.
I don't accept it. Oh!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly
Who
into
is this
the
girl?
enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
But that's... What? You didn't narrate that? That didn't happen. Ooh, what is this? Stanley Parable?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead?
What,
from the
that
moment
all of
he
this
hit
is
start?
meaningless? Stanley's computer. What is this, a museum? A Stanley Parable museum? Oh, it had been moved and altered. I knew it was moved. Seems a little funky. Gotta make sure we turn off all the computers. Alright. So... am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image. Was that clock there before? More Stanley, less Stanley. HD remix. Dear narrator, how do you stay in shape? Oh, some of these things, yeah, this has got to be stuff from when Stanley Parable was a mod, Half-Life mod, because that doesn't look familiar, neither does this timer, but maybe this isn't the end of the game. I don't know, why would they bring me to this, some museum, like with credits on the wall and stuff? Shouldn't I be back in the office, starting over? Stanley's confused. Oh, what is this? Trailers. broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he's preparing a new version of Stanley Parable. Fucking exciting. What the hell is this? Alright. I feel like I'm lost now. Yeah, okay. That's where I came from. So let's head this way. Freedom ending? That looks like where I need to go. It's not white, so it's probably where I need to go. Oh, that's beginning, so yep.
He traveled upward to the power source at the top of the facility to end this injustice forever.
I can barely hear that.
Stanley pushed the number 6.
Well, that's not the exit. Alright. I really wish there was a sprint button in this game. Man, do I wish there was. I don't... Oh, exit. Hey! That looks like it works, but have I gone up here? What? Well, I don't need to go around this museum anymore.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Oh, I do.
How they both wish to be free.
Off. What, is it going to restart me?
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
What is this?
Whatever you do, choose it.
Telling me to quit?
Don't choose for you. Don't let time...
Oh! Sorry, lady, I didn't listen. I didn't quit in time. Unless I can quit now. Huh? I wonder if that's what it wants me to do. It's kind of dark with nothing going on. Okay. All right, we're gonna test this. See how long it goes. Okay, maybe not. I'm resume the game. No. Alright, we're back again in the creepy underground
Stanley
tunnel.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
You got it, narrator. I don't want to get squished. Light bulb button. On.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Oh, probably something about
Did he
mind
have
control.
the strength to find out?
Camera.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true
Jesus.
nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What the hell is that creepy noise?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Was that
Had
pirate?
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh, I don't know, I kind of liked my office.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Yeah, it ain't that bad.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Stanley, why do you gotta be the hero? I was pretty content with my little office. And Bob down the hall. Wait, mind controls, idle, waiting, input. Oh, it's up there though. That's a weird... Wait, there's a door. Maybe. I don't know. Here's the facility power.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Are you sure? Like, what if I press on and I can control it, and I can sit in the big boy seat up there and control all these little minions? Let's try that.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave.
What is the point of having a TV screen so big?
You're much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine
That's not what this says.
Without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say
I don't want to know.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Now
Oh
this is making
man.
things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
No.
It's your time to shine.
Oh, green light,
you
green light.
are the star. It's
Green
your
light,
story
green light.
now.
Go, go,
Shape
go.
it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is
Oh,
much
what the-
better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me.
I don't want to talk
where we're
about you.
going, what all this means.
Voltage
I barely
control.
know where to start.
That would.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A
No.
moment of solace before you're obliterated.
I don't care about them.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure
Wait, where was
whatever I
3
come
at?
up
Where
with
was
on the
3
next
at?
go around will be even better.
3.
My goodness, only 34
5.
seconds left. But
it
I'm
4?
enjoying this
4
so
up there?
much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me,
4.
what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
5.
These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones.
Is there a
or maybe
6?
this big red button. Or this door.
Wait,
Everything,
big red button.
Anything. Something here will
Ah!
save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
I don't think there is a beat. I don't think I can win.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless, to see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or
What?
don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
There's no way that can be an ending. Or the end.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Alright, this time we will try turning off the system. And see where that takes me. Hello?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Oh, narrator, you're here.
Was it
You're,
over?
you're so comforting.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yeah, no
Where
kidding.
had his co-workers gone?
Good
How
point.
had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Some
It was
deep shit,
perhaps
narrator.
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
To freedom.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh no, my office was pretty nice. Did you see it, narrator?